chains. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came.
That's why I'm doing it. You know, I don't bring negativity to my channel. That's what I wanted to say. I don't bring negativity to my channel. However, I just have to let you all know, give you all some information, let you all know something that I went through just about a month ago, I'll say. Hey beautiful people, I hope that everyone is having a blessed day. I want to do this video, and it's going to be a short video. It is. I want to do this video for awareness for anyone else that is going through this situation, or know of someone who's going through this situation, particularly if you are under VA care, Veterans Administration, VA care, okay, veterans hospitals and clinics. Okay, you all know that I have congestive heart failure and I have a defibrillator. All right, I think I did a video not too long ago when I went to my cardiologist. I go to my cardiologist every 6 months. So the last time I went to my cardiologist, which was a couple of months ago, I discovered that he would be retiring. Just 2 or 3 months ago, I discovered that he would be retiring. So in the meantime, in doing that, in the interim, in the meantime, I received a letter saying my next appointment would be with such and such, this doctor, but it would be a civilian doctor, and it would be here in Jacksonville. Now, I used to have to go an hour away, which was no problem. Now, at that appointment, let me back up for just one moment. At that appointment, I'm going to get my defibrillator checked. So therefore, they have my device is Medtronics. It's from Medtronics. So a Medtronics representative is there because the doctor is not certified or whatever to be able to monitor pacemakers or defibrillators. So there's a representative there that does that. So that's what I have done every 6 months. And my cardiologist, he is standing there along with his nurse as well, if I have any questions, you know, anything like that. Now, also with that cardiologist, he was not the most encouraging doctor, but not encouraging, I should say, I guess, he didn't have the bed manners, okay, bedside manners, and meaning I would be the one to go in, hey doc, how you doing, hey, how y'all doing, so-and-so, how have you been, I would have to be that because he didn't, say too much, but his staff was awesome. The nurses there was awesome. So anyway, fast forward, I went to a new cardiologist. As I went to this new cardiologist, you all, granted, I had already had my defibrillator checked. It's checked every 6 months. When I received the letter for the new cardiologist, it said, like for the first office visit, I don't know anything, any procedure that he's going to do, if he's going to do anything. I don't know, because I don't know if he is qualified to, check my defibrillator because of the way I had it checked in the past. There was a representative. All right. So what my understanding now is some doctors, they are certified in checking it. They have the device there and everything, the machine there, computer and everything there to check the device. But not all cardiologists are authorized to do that, right? Okay. So I go to this cardiologist, and you know how I have a strong sense of discernment, a very, very strong sense of discernment. And I pray for traveling mercies, and I pray for a good one-on-one, you know, or just relating to whoever I have to relate to, or how many people I have to relate to, whatever. I pray for good conversation, you know, not a confrontational conversation or anything like that. But my mind, my whole body, my spirit was telling me, oh man, you know, I don't think you're gonna enjoy this. But I went in there with an open mind, a good heart. And as I went in there, and I was in the waiting room probably 20 minutes or more before I was seen by the doctor. Now, we're in civilian land now, okay? So I'm there, sitting there waiting to see the doctor. When I get there, when I get to the back, I have someone checking my vitals. If I have to ask you your name, if I have to ask you, can you please wash your hands before you're touching instruments, but you're close to my mouth or you're close to my face, period. Wash your hands. I don't care if you washed them before you came to me, because the only thing I'm thinking is you've seen someone else before you came to me. I haven't seen you wash your hands. I haven't seen you put on a glove, and you're going to do that, or you're not going to take care of me. So, but in an emergency, I would hope that person does that. But, you know, we're talking just going normal routine things. I'm not talking about if I was, you know, if, you know, unfortunately, if there was something that they needed to, a procedure that they needed to do in an emergency. I don't want you touching me if you haven't washed your hands. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just, you know, regular office visit, okay? Non-emergency, all right? Okay, so no problem. I'm still waiting. Then the young lady is asking me questions. It's like, don't you have my records? You are telling me stuff that I already know about my condition. I have been dealing with this condition since 2012. I know about this condition. I know how to take care of myself. You had this here, you've done this, or you, what's the relevancy? Or if you ask me one question, if you ask me that 4 or 5 different times, I'm going to wonder what's wrong with you. And I'm going to ask you, why are you asking me the same question in different ways, but the same question several times? It's the same answer. I'm trying to be as patient as I possibly can and praying at the same time. But that's not the issue. Let me get to the issue. I'm looking because I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna get to, I had to tell you the backstory in order for you all to understand, though. So, I'm sitting in the room, so that's another probably 15, 20 minutes before the doctor comes in. I'm sitting there. He walks in. I have my mask on. He walks in. He has his mask on. He didn't say hello. He didn't say hi dog, hi boo, hi booger, hi nothing. He did not greet me. There was no greeting. I had my mask on. As a well, I'll get into that afterwards. I had my mask on. So I'm sitting there. He has the machine in his office. So he asked me nothing about, okay, I had my mask on. As a cardiology patient, as a heart patient, dental health, I don't have the, dental health is vital. Any cardiologist, you seen that commercial where the man said, the doctor told me don't even come back until you go to the dentist and take care of your mouth. Your mouth care. And by the way, it's also important to brush your tongue. They have some tongue scrapers nowadays, but it's anyway. He said, what do you do? No, I was sitting there and he was getting ready to, he was getting ready to test my defibrillator and everything. So he says, he was like, so what do you do? What does it matter? Yes. What does it matter? Because I came in there clean. I don't know about any of you all, but I was just raised by my mom. My mother raised me when I go to the doctor's office to always be clean. Actually, to be clean every day. But when I go to the doctor's office, you make sure you be, you dress up and make sure you don't wear jeans. Why? I don't know, but that's the rule that's the thing that I follow today. For me, for myself, I don't impede it on anyone else. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what does it matter? Because I'm a little irritated at this point because he hasn't greeted me. He hasn't asked me how I'm doing. He hasn't asked me about my medications, if anything has been going on. Am I having any pains? Now, even though it was on the paperwork that no, I'm not having any pains, but he didn't interact with me at all. What he did was test my defibrillator, and he said to me, this is one of the things that the straw that broke the camel's back was when he said to me, after he did my defibrillator, I said, I've had that tested. I was just at my cardiologist a couple of months ago, and I've had that tested because I go to cardiologist every 6 months now. He said, why didn't you tell me that before I did this? Beforehand. I had no idea to tell you beforehand. I don't know what your procedure is. This is my first visit here. According to my letter that I received, but I didn't even go into that because he had already pissed me off. So, according to my letter that I received, but I didn't tell him this, but according to my letter, you all, that I received, it said that it was going to be they were being charged, VA would be charged for, at the first visit. It didn't go into details as to what was going to take place. So I had no idea. And I had also asked the young lady that took my vitals, what would be taking place. And she didn't really know. So how can I say anything when I didn't know? How can I ask a question when I didn't have anything to base anything on asking a question about? So I just kind of looked at him and I said, I didn't know what you were going to do. So, let me tell you something, people. I just want a cardiologist with some personality. Most of all, the knowledge. I'm sure he don't even know my name. Okay, so we're going to fast forward this to, let me tell you the results of all that so far. Because I am sitting in the parking lot of that cardiologist. Okay? I called my clinic, my veterans clinic today, this morning, and told them the situation. I just told them I am not going back. Period. It wasn't a, do I have a choice? It was not a, can you help me to, because I want to go back. It wasn't any type of uncertainty. I'm not going back. I would not return. This man treated me just like I was a number. He really didn't look in my face. Daddy always taught me to have eye-to-eye contact with someone. When someone is speaking to you, to me, or I'm speaking to someone, whoever engaged in the conversation, regardless, Daddy always taught me to look a person in their eyes. He didn't do that. He was more concerned over, because of my appearance, oh, she from the hood. And I can tell you, when I was in the hospital, the several times I was in the hospital, the several times that I have visited certain doctor's offices and stuff, or optometry, or different places, I can tell, I have seen the disparaging ways that they treat a person that has the money, straight up funds to pay, and people that are what's the word I'm looking for? You all don't understand. Indigent, or poor, or from the urban area. You see what I'm saying? So, me dressing up, I think it threw him off. I know people. It threw him all the way off. So, like I said, we both had on masks. Dental care is vital. He didn't ask me about my dental care. He didn't greet me. He didn't ask me about my dental care, because he didn't know my face. It was straight up rude of him to assume that I knew what he was going to do before I got there. So I called my VA today and told them the situation. They have a community-based people that you call them, you tell them about the situation, let them know you're not going or whatever, and they will find you another cardiologist. Ain't God good, y'all?